As the county council race comes down to the last few weeks, it's time to get serious about what we're looking for in a candidate. After all, the next councilman from District 5 will face a $1.3 billion budget and a debt that is $1.4 billion and rising. County government has made many promises to pensioners and to people that it must keep. It will take someone who has budget experience, wisdom, diplomacy, and determination. In order to protect the fiscal integrity of the county, it will take someone who has the ability to say no to overspending, say no to overregulation, and say no to special interests. Competence, integrity, experience, responsibility, dependability, honesty. These are the practical qualities that determine a qualified candidate. For my part, I have successfully run a business in Anne Arundel County for the last 27 years. I've been a practicing attorney and a member of the local bar association for over 30 years with an unblemished record. In running companies, administering budgets, and making decisions which have affected the 40 families whose breadwinners we have employed, I have had to make tough decisions and had to learn to say no to wasteful spending and to wasteful policies. So when necessary, I know how to say no. Let me ask you, is this true of my opponent, Patrick Armstrong? Has Patrick Armstrong demonstrated that he knows how to say no? Last Thursday night, in a debate sponsored by a union, which is a classic example of a special interest, we, the candidates, were asked repeatedly if we would grant the union certain favors and favored treatment from the public treasury. Now, during that entire debate, my opponent, Patrick Armstrong, never said no. On the contrary, he said he would do whatever it takes to satisfy the wants and the desires of the union. He made guarantees that, if elected, he would increase their salaries and their benefits and their funding for equipment and facilities they desire. He made the same wild promises to police and teacher unions. He never said no. He said yes and yes and yes to spending your money. This is because he shares the dangerous Democrat tendency to promise anything to get elected. Is this wise? Does this demonstrate accountability? Well, I don't think so. Patrick Armstrong is not going to be careful with your tax money, and he is telling you this in advance.
This message was produced by authority of Friends of Michael Anthony Peroutka, Thomas A. Pavlinick, Esquire, Treasurer.